Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with an exciting Red Star Orb opening for the Marvel Strike Force's newest character here, being Firestar. Definitely feels like it's been quite some time since the last time we've done a deep dive on a Red Star preview, taking a look at the T4 upgrades and respectively, just seeing how our RNG is overall, guys. But Firestar is the newest character here, being part of the new Warriors team. She's going to be that Cosmic Crucible meta offense team, so we can take advantage of. You can see her key strengths really being damage and high focus. She's going to be also shutting down fast teams, so really targeting those with speed on any of the enemy turns. If charged, she's going to be attacking them with the speed, ignoring the taunt and stealth. So really good if you think about enemies that are up against, such as Tangle Web, where they usually get the edge on you. On top of that, Cosmic Crucible bonus does include the ultimate ability causing trauma and heal block, as well as her passives giving additional increases the offense and as well accuracy. So there's the lighted up orb right now that's actually running in tandem with a milestone. And make sure you guys are checking the web store too, because there's 5 free shards available for her right now. Make sure you take advantage of that. Also, she's featured as the Solar Flare month-long event for the month of May. So as per usual, guys, we know that every time they're featured up, we have to take advantage of the increase to the Red Star Orb. So we're going to see how we're doing today, as well as Deep Diver Kit, what the preemptive T4 upgrades are going to look like, and as well, maybe even just assess preemptively what the best Iso-8 would be for her. So you can see, wow, we've amassed quite a few Red Stars now in the past couple of weeks, just because we haven't done one in a long time. But before you dive in, always double check that we do see the bonus for her drop rate being increased here. So in this case, 15% looks good to go here. We see our icon and avatar showing that, so we're going to be taking advantage of this today. Now, so for her, it's interesting because part of this new Warriors team, she's actually a mutant. Any kind of materials that you're kind of building up with the Unlimited X-Men and obviously Apocalypse himself, obviously at the end of the day, they're going to be using that same mutant gear pool. So just keep that in mind, you guys. Oh, darn, I thought I was going to get lucky there with the purple. Unfortunately not, but we'll just keep going here. Ideally, it would be nice to end up at least with the 3 red, but obviously, I think most players will probably go for a 4 or a 5, as that's going to be the best value, right? But with her being featured in a month-long event, we just need to be cognizant of the fact that obviously shards for her might be limited depending on how you do in the monthly event. So still no red star for her. We'll just continue trucking along here just because we do have quite a few reds. But yeah, it's just surprising. The 15% is in effect, so we know it's in there somewhere. There we go. 1 red, not good enough though. We'll open a few more if we're not lucky. Generally, I try to switch over, to the higher reds. That way, we can balance out the luck a little bit. So, nothing so far. But the good news is, at least with all these ones that we get, it adds to the duplicates that we can utilize later on for higher red. So, at the end of the day, it's all going to be coming back to one pool in one shape, way, or form. And yeah, what I do like is I saved up so many reds that it's not a big deal. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time, just because we haven't had a character unlock. But nice that they're adding some further love to the new Warriors for sure, and as well with them kind of refurbishing. There's a new season of Cosmic Crucible coming, obviously. Let's do one more here, guys. Yeah, there's no luck today. So 3 red on Bucky here, so not relevant. I do like the fact that I haven't gotten any from these red ones. So you know what? Let's take advantage, guys. We got quite a few of these higher levels. So let's take a look. Each one costs 5,000 credits of these Elite Force, but because we haven't got Firestar, we might actually have a decent chance of getting her. So duplicate there. Again, helps out with my Elite 5. We'll do a couple more here. I feel pretty good about this today. There you go. Boom. So, yeah, it's kind of funny how that works. If I'm not doing good in the regular ones, generally I'll switch over to this and my luck ends up being better. But, it's all, the hocus pocus, whatever you believe in, the superstition, right? But, yeah, I'm happy with 4, guys. That's really, really good. I think that's usually a pretty safe mark for new characters that are coming about. And we just don't know what shards are like. So it doesn't really matter because you can get a 5 red. But are you going to get 5 yellow? It's hard to say, honestly. So, starting off, guys, Scorching Ray is the basic attacker. You can see she's going to be attacking the primary target for 50% piercing, as well as applying bleed. More specifically, as we level this ability, she's going to be applying offense up to, obviously, her fellow teammates, extra crit chance and bleeds, and as well, she's going to also be gaining charges up to a maximum of 5. With the T4 here, we're actually going to be taking advantage of this extra piercing damage as well as crit chance. And given how powerful this upgrade here is with the 50% plus piercing and critical hit chance, I think this is actually a really good upgrade there for given what her capabilities will be. So I do see her potentially leaning towards the Raider, but let's take a look at the rest of her kit. Fiery Descent is her special, so she's going to be attacking the primary and adjacent targets for 80% piercing, kind of similar to her base in that sense. Defense down is going to be applied, and as well, she's going to be applying slow. She's going to also be flipping positives to negatives in that context, and as well, by T4ing, she's flipping 3 positives to negative effects, so this is actually ultimate value. Would recommend. I think you're going to really get a lot of value in terms of her potency and her effectiveness by getting this ability upgraded as opposed to just the one. So that's a definitely must-have upgrade there. Microwave Burst is her ultimate ability. Very similar to her basic and special. Adding additional bleed, the piercing damage is really notable. Crit chance, as well now, more notably, offense down on the primary and adjacent targets with the T4. And keep in mind, this is only going to apply in Crucible offense, but she's going to be applying trauma and heal block. So for this ability, would only recommend if you guys are planning to bring her up in a Cosmic Crucible team. Otherwise, if you're planning to use this team outside of that setting, it does make sense to stop at level 6, just because you're still getting good value from all the other game modes. And then last but not least, guys, Red Hot. On enemy turn, if charged, she's going to be attacking the enemy with the highest speed, ignoring taunt and stealth for 160% piercing and losing the charge. So she's essentially going to be doing this for each of the enemy turns. When the enemy does attack this character, she has a 50% chance as well to apply counter to herself and all Iceman and Spider-Man allies. So there's going to be some synergy there with Iceman and Spider-Man, just to add a little bit of theory crafting, which I really like. As you can see, offense down is also going to get applied, speed up with herself. More specifically in Crucible, she's going to be gaining additional accuracy to make sure that her attacks don't miss. So this is actually going to be directly going against Spider Weaver, which is absolutely huge. Basically a direct counter to that Room 5. And then lastly, by Team 4 in here, she's going to be gaining additional charges on spawn and more accuracy for the rest of herself and new warrior ally. So similar to the ultimate ability, would only recommend bringing it up to level 5 T4 here with the the heavily coveted materials for upgrading, only if you're planning to use this team in Cosmic Crucible. Otherwise, you can get value from bringing them up to level 6 with the use of the T4s. With all her abilities being piercing, guys, it really does make sense to capitalize her skills as a Raider Iso-8, just because it's not only going to add more crit chance and critical damage, but it's just going to be able to really exponentially increase her damage output, especially since she can pierce through the enemy targets on top of her negative conditions, such as defense down, offense down, slow, so forth. So absolutely huge, guys. I think she's going to be a very, very powerful character, and you can see, like I said, a mutant blaster joining the fellow new warrior. So that's it for now, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, but keep in mind, too, we also have this Fire in the Sky event right now that runs in tandem with any of the lighted up orbs, and if you unlock her, obviously leveling her up, this is all going to add to it. To be honest, it's just some extra fluff for materials and so forth, but there is a really good upgraded, fully crafted material at the very end here, but you would have to get all the way to the very end. So if you're just trying to save materials, I don't think it's worth it, but honestly, up to you if you guys are planning to already unlock through power cores or spending. So there you guys have it. Thank you as always. Do appreciate you checking my videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.